All right, live here for the MLB slate for July 11th. Hopping right into yesterday's recap. Did not start the day too well. Cardinals, that was abysmal. We're cruising, and that fifth inning happened, and it was all downhill from there. Palante got in trouble, but he went six, but it was a rough six at the end of it there. But Baez pushed. Didn't get there. He didn't start. Came in, but he didn't start, so it's an L. Stroman, that was he got two. He had a walk earlier, but he happened to hit the guy in the foot on ball four. It was ball four, but the ball hit him. So he finishes with two. We don't get that third walk, so that sucked. Mets, the Grimace Mets, man, they don't quit. Bottom eight, they got the six there. Took them a while to get anything. I think it was leadoff homer or not leadoff, but first inning by Nimmo, and after that, I don't think they scored till sixth inning, fifth inning. Maybe. I think it was the sixth. They put up four in the sixth. So Corbin was having his way with them for a while, but they finally got there. Rangers, abysmal, just abysmal. And then the Braves really saved the day late against Slade Ciccone. I didn't understand these odds. Plus money on the first five. Slade Cicone's just been a gas can at home, and he'd given up five or more, and I think all but one of his home starts this year. So, um, you know, took the bait, and luckily it wasn't bait we got there. So, shout out to the Braves there and Marcelo Zuna for that. I think it was seventh or eighth inning bomb. So shout out him. First play this day, running it back. Baez under a half a hit. He's batting 133 in home day games versus right-handed pitching. Um, I know it's the wind's blowing out in it's only 5 miles an hour, but I still it's Javi Baez. I mean, he can't hit righties in the eight hole. He's still abysmal. Like I said, 133 um, in the eight hole at home in day games versus righties this year. I think he's 6 of 45. So um, I'm willing to play it. Plus 175 is crazy. And if he does get a hit, tomorrow we can run it back, and he may not. So I mean, it's by the end of the year, I feel like it's going to be profitable. Just fading Javi Baez because he's a ridiculous strikeout hitter or just grounds out. So I'm gonna run that back again today. I know it's not the greatest pitching matchup, but it doesn't matter. Everyone looks like Cy Young against Javi Baez, so gonna run that back today. Plus 175 for the Baez under half a hit. Then we head to Milwaukee. It's Paul Skeens Day. I've been playing Pirates at first five run line for all of his games, and I think one game it didn't hit. One maybe two, but the Brewers just scored six or I believe six last night, and Pirates got shut out. Um, and I have no problem fading Milwaukee here against Paul Skeens. Skeens, when he goes and plays a team for the first time, he dominates them. I mean, he was playing the Red Hot Mets, and they got two off of him. But the offense shows up for Skeens. I mean, that Dodgers game, they were blowing them out early. The Cubs, it's he just goes around, and the first time you see him, it's not gonna be easy. And Paul Skeens is gonna dominate this Brewers lineup, I believe, and the Pirates offense is gonna show up for him. They love this guy. Um, there's no real good stats to really support it, but I mean, Savale, he's been all right. 4 2 1 and 4 earned in his last four. He did see Pittsburgh June 23rd, and that's for the one earned there. But again, they just saw him less than a month ago, and now you're gonna send your ace out on the mound. So I'm back in the Pirates' first five here again. Plus 114 on the run line. Um, it's just you got to do it. His fastball is crazy. His splinter, his slider, he's got it all working. I mean, he had a rough outing for the Mets. He gave up two. I mean, he's ridiculous. And if we look at where are these? If we look at the pitching stats for today, trying to find where it is. Which tab I got it on. Doo, 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 doo. I believe he's got the lowest xFIP of the day for. Yep, here we go. Yeah. Uh, he's got the second lowest xFIP of the day. He's got a 352 FIP with a 260 x. And then if you filter that to road games, the last like 4 weeks, he's got second lowest 166 xFIP. So I mean, he's been solid, and the Brewers are kind of hit or miss at times. They're really good at home, but I mean, they do have the ability to just not show up, and I think that's probably going to happen, at least early, facing Skeens here. So I'm on the first five run line plus 114 for that. And then next, headed back to Tampa. I am taking the Rays team total over 3.5 and Nestor Cortez under 17.5 outs. Rays had 15 base runners yesterday, and they got one run. 15. I don't think that's going to happen here. I mean, Cortez, he's been getting roughed up on the road, and if we look at the Rays, their last five lefty starters to face the Rays have given up 4-0, 4-2, and 2. Rays versus lefties last three weeks, they're slashing 313, 389, and 565 with a 252 ISO, 171 WRC plus, 10.7% walk rate, and a 23.5% K rate, 42% fly ball, and a 32% hard hit rate. So I mean, they see lefties better, righties they struggle against. And if we look at Cortez's last five versus the Rays, he's allowed 4, 3, 6, 0, and 4. They rough him up, and his under 17.5 outs is 8-2 on the road this season. So I know that the Yankees used a little bit of the bullpen yesterday, and they are headed to Baltimore after the game, but Cortez gets beat up by the Rays. He struggles on the road. I mean, on the road this year, he's given up 3-2, 3-2, 4-4, 4-3, and 4. The Angels and the Royals were the only two to not get 3 off of him, which, fine. That's totally fine with me. The Rays, they can work a count. They know Nestor Cortez. They know how to get runs off of him, and on the road, Cortez is allowing teams to slash 295, 345, and with 521 slug, 9 homers, 25 extra base hits, and 46 innings. So I'm back in the Rays here to do their thing. I mean, you can't. They got 15 base runners yesterday. That's crazy. I really like going back to a team the day after they have all those base runners. I really think today it's going to click. They're getting a pitcher they really know. And a pitcher who struggles on the road mightily versus at home. So give me the Rays over 3.5 team total and the Nestor Cortez under 17.5 outs. Next game, headed to Baltimore here. I'm taking Justin Steele under 2.5 earned runs in this. Steele's 5-1 to the under 2.5 on the versus anyone not in the NL Central this year. He's struggled versus the NL Central. He's under 2.5, and excuse me, his under 2.5 is 7-1 in his last 8 games overall, and he's under 2.5 earned in 5 of his 7 road games. The Orioles have gotten 2 or less against lefty starters, or 11 of the last 13 lefty starters. And when games, I noticed Steele, after he goes 7+, they always cut him short, like an inning or so the game after, so he'll go like 6 or something. And he went a complete game last week. So I don't think they have him really go past 6 innings tonight, just to kind of watch that pitch count. Maybe he gets to 7. But I mean, Steele's been really good. If we look at his game logs, like I said, anything or anybody outside of the NL Central, I don't think they've gotten. Atlanta and on May 22nd was the only team to score more than 2 off of him outside of the NL Central. I mean, one at home versus the Angels, that was a complete game. Giants 2, and then he played the Giants the previous game. He gave up 2. Um, Tampa Bay 0, Cincinnati 1, um, San Diego 0, Texas 1. I mean, he's been really good outside of the NL Central and versus anyone on the road, really. I mean, he had that Milwaukee game. He gave up 3 earned, but other than that, um, a Pittsburgh blow up was the only other bad game of the year. So Orioles have the Yankees on deck. Not sure, I'm sure they'll be focused. They don't want to lose, get swept by the Cubs, but at the same time, like they got bigger fish to fry with the Yankees coming to town towards the end of this All Star break. So, or before the All Star break. So, I'm on Steele under 2.5 earned runs. I know the weather is blowing out, I believe. Yeah, it's out to right field, but it's only 6 miles an hour today. I know it's 91 degrees. But it's been 12 to 15 mile an hour winds the last couple days, and the Orioles have still struggled to score. So um, I think Steele's gonna have a good game here. I think he's going to go 6, maybe 7 innings, and then they'll pull him. That bullpen is decently fresh, and the bullpen surprisingly has been um, all right the last couple weeks. I mean, you went last night and they shut them out. They held them down the game prior to. So I think the Cubs are gonna maybe sneak one out here. I don't want to put my faith in that, but I do believe in Justin Steele to have a good game tonight and kind of keep this Orioles lineup in check here in Baltimore before they get the Yankees. So I think maybe they're not as focused and they're just gonna swing it whatever, but. Give me the Steele under 2.5 earned runs tonight. I think he has a good game against Baltimore. Um, Going over everything here, we got the Baez under half a hit plus 175. Pirates first 5 run line at plus 114. Steele under 2.5 earned runs, and then the Rays over 3.5, and Cortez under 17.5 outs. So that's where I'm at. If the day goes well, maybe I'll play a night game. I was kind of leaning Angels team total over Castillo. He's been in very rough shape on the road lately, but yeah, that'll do it. Thanks for watching, and let's cash some tickets.